Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. Today we have the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time, and this is model number SARY081. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, and then I'll let you know what I think of the Seiko Presage. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I've reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store to pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. I'll make sure to put both of those links in the description field for you. So here you go. This is not your typical watch box from Seiko. This is a Seiko Presage watch box. It has that nice kind of slate gray color with this kind of velvety texture on the box. I really like these boxes, really cool. So you also get your instruction manual written in English and Japanese, because this is a Japanese market watch, and you get it written in all Japanese on the warranty card over here. Pretty cool, man. All right. Now, I don't normally review dress watches, so guys, give me a little bit of leeway here. Cut me some slack. This is not really my wheelhouse, but this watch is so good looking, and I just love the complications that it has that I really, really wanted to review it. So anyway, I'll go ahead and put all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen, and then we will talk more about this really, really cool watch. You're looking at a 40.5 millimeter case. It's 14.4 millimeters thick. It's 47 millimeters lug to lug. It comes on a 20 millimeter patent leather strap. It has a hardlex crystal, which is a little disappointing in the watch in this price range. Seiko is not very liberal with their sapphire crystals, that's for sure. It has a 4R57 movement, and that's a relatively new movement, by the way. It has a 41-hour power reserve. It has a power reserve indicator up there between like 12 and 20 on the dial. It has a see-through case back. It is windable. It is hackable. It's only water resistant to 50 meters, which is 165 feet. This is a dress watch after all. And it doesn't have any lume, again, because this is a dress watch. It does have a crown over there at 3 o'clock. It's signed, by the way. It does not have a day function, but it does have a date function down there at 6 o'clock. It does not have a bezel, like a movable bezel, and it is made in Japan. Again, I'm not normally used to reviewing dress watches, but man, this thing is just so incredibly cool. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about the dial. That's probably one thing that people just absolutely love the most. It has that really kind of, I wouldn't say Tiffany blue, but that really, really pale kind of crystal blue dial. The dial's got a lot going on. It's got that multiple, it's kind of like an engraved dial, if that's kind of the best way to explain it. It has that sunburst going on there. You have a big Seiko applied logo up there at 12 o'clock. You have Presage and automatic underneath that. It looks like those are actually applied, but they're not. I don't know what they've done with this dial, but all of the writing, even the writing down here, the text down here that tells you the movement number and the made in Japan, it looks like it's applied. If you were to look at this watch up close, it looks like even those tiny, tiny little letters and numbers are applied. I don't know how they did that with this dial, but it's absolutely fascinating to look at. I don't know what they did. I don't know what production method they're using, but even the text looks like it's applied. Really, really cool. Now you've got your sub dial for your date over there at 6 o'clock. Really nice. Of course, you have a sunburst kind of pattern on that dial as well. You have all applied, highly polished indexes all around the dial of the watch. Of course, you see where it says power reserve between about 12 and 20. And let me show you how that works. Let me go ahead and wind it in the first position here. And you're looking at the hand right there that's currently at about 3 o'clock. And you'll see it move. When I wind it, that hand moves. And this watch has a power reserve of 41 hours. I just love seeing it. I love a power reserve indicator. Absolutely love it. So if you need to wind the watch, you look down there and you don't have much power left, just wind it a little bit so you'll never, ever have to worry about that. I also like that date complication. Really, really cool. The numbers are a tad small, but not a big deal. I just love the overall look of the watch. I mean, it's fantastic looking. It absolutely oozes quality. Everything is highly polished all over the case. You have kind of that box crystal, as you can see right there, but super, super polished. I don't think there are any brush surfaces on the case or even the crown for that matter. Of course, you got a signed crown with the Seiko logo right there. I mean, just wow, what a fantastic looking watch. Again, not normally used to reviewing dress watches, but this thing really caught my eye. Now, one thing about it, it is a tiny bit hard to read because the hands, you have all that silver The indexes, the hands are silver. You have that really light blue kind of silverish dial. It's a little bit hard to read, not too bad, but it would be a lot better if the dial was just a tad darker. Now they actually have a dark blue version of this on a stainless steel bracelet, which I would much prefer. And let me go ahead and put that on the left-hand side of the screen. That's the SSA343 Same watch, different color dial on a stainless steel bracelet. Y'all know how I feel about leather straps. I'm just not a big fan of leather straps. I never have been. But anyway, that's the one of these watches. If I was definitely going to get one, that's the one I would get. What else? Now the Prestige line, this is the basic line, okay? First of all Presage watches are automatics. This is the basic line. The Prestige line has the upgraded movements with sapphire crystals, mechanical chronographs, retrograde complications. So those normally start upper hundreds, $800, $900, upwards of $1,000, some even more, a lot more than that. So this is the basic line, and I don't think they should call it a basic watch because this is definitely not a basic watch. You have a really nice movement with this really cool power reserve complication, this really nice date complication. I don't really think they should call it basic line, but they do. But anyway, what else? The crown, it's a little bit hard to pull out. You really have to make sure you have some nails because it's a little bit hard to pull out. Not a big deal. But they could have maybe made some sort of indent underneath, maybe over here somehow. I don't know, maybe make the crown a little bit easier to pull out. Let's go and take a look at the case back while we're there. Nice kind of gold-plated rotor there. Really cool. Nice movement, man. Just a really, really nice move. This is the 4R57 movement. This is a new movement that they came out with about a year ago, I'm guessing. If you look around the edge of the case back, you'll see, some laser printed text, the model number, stainless steel, and some other stuff, water resistance, made in Japan, which you can see right there, made in Japan. So just a fantastic looking watch. Again, only drawbacks for me are the legibility's not as good as it could be just because everything kind of matches with the dial in the hands. I've never been a fan of leather straps, and especially patent leather. I don't like shiny leather straps because the straps will eventually absorb your oils from your skin and your sweat, and they'll kind of get all funky. And that's why I really prefer stainless steel bracelets. I just always have. It's just a personal preference. But I mean, it's very well made. Absolutely. And another thing, these deployment buckles. I can't stand these type of buckles. I hate them. I'll go ahead and say it. I absolutely hate these type of buckles. That's why I would get this on a stainless steel bracelet for, the other reasons about leather absorbing, your oils and sweat and stuff. I just don't like these. They're overly complicated. I just don't like them. So again, personal preference. So what else do I want to tell you about this? They also have multiple different versions of this. They have this version. They think they have a white dial version, and they have a gold version of this dial. Fantastic looking watch. Really, really good looking. Trying to think of anything else off the top of my head that I forgot to tell you about. Man, these are they're so good looking. It's ridiculous. And again, not a big fan normally of dress watches, but this one really, really caught my eye. Let me see what else I want to tell you about this thing. Guys, that's really about it. I was going to try it on, but I'm not even going to mess with this buckle. Y'all can make fun of me, get pissed off at me. I really don't care, but I don't want to mess with this buckle because I just hate them. I hate deployment buckles on leather straps. There is no lume to test because this doesn't have any lume. This is a dress watch. And I don't know why they don't normally put lume on dress watches. Like nobody is at a party and wants to check their time in a dimly lit room. I don't get it. I don't know why they don't put lume on a lot of dress watches, but it doesn't have any lume. So no wrist shot, sorry about that. No lume shot because there is no lume to test. I'll make sure to put a link over to this at Amazon in the description field for you. You can get one for around $450. I think this one was about $440. But I'll make sure to put that link for you. And also make sure you like and subscribe and make sure you click that notification bell. All of us YouTubers really need you to do that. Again, this has been the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time, and this is model number SARY081. And I forgot to tell you up front, there's another version of this, and this is the SARY081 is the Japanese version. The American version is, let me see if I can find it real quick for you. All right, the North American model number is SSA343. They're both the exact same watch. It's just the SARY081 is the Japanese version because this is a JDM watch. That's the Japanese model number. And the SSA343 is the North American and I think the rest of the world model number. So again, same exact watch, pick them up. They're fantastic. If you have a party to go to or some sort of function, social function, I mean, these watches will definitely, make people want to ask you about your watch. They're just that good looking. And in person, they're absolutely stunning. Great looking watch. All right, guys, until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.